Hey, what's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, coming back at you Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. That means it's time for your weekly reset guide for what's going on in the world of Destiny 2 this week. First things first, this week we've got a Vanguard booster. That's right, you'll be able to earn some extra Vanguard reputation, and that's actually going to be worthwhile this time around. Remember, raising up your reputation rank with some of these vendors, specifically Zavala, is going to unlock some weapons with additional perk options the higher you get that rank to. So if you're looking for a great strident whistle, which everybody is right now, it's an awesome solar bow, you're going to want to run some strikes this week. But alright, beyond that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things we're going to be doing in the world of Destiny this week. For the modifiers this week for strikes, we've got Arc Singe this week, so make sure you put on your favorite Arc weapons and subclasses. For the Nightfall, this time around it is the Warden of Nothing. Of course, you can run this to get your pinnacle rewards over the course of the week. As for the modifiers in the Master version, we've got Empath, Martyr. Champion foes are actually going to be Barrier, Overload, and Unstoppable. You're going to need to have everything equipped to take these guys out. We've got Famine, Match Game. You'll be dealing with Solar and Void Shields. Then we've got Combat Acceleration, where after damaging a target with a weapon many times in rapid succession, you will regain ability energy for your melee, grenade, and class abilities. Base cooldown time for these abilities is going to be lengthened. And finally, of course, Acute Solar Burn for 25% solar damage dealt and 50% solar damage received. Go ahead and run through that stuff, get your gains. For the Nightfall weapon this week, I'm hearing it's supposed to be plug 1, but the only drop I've actually seen is Duty Bound. Whether or not that seems to be a mistake or something, I have no idea. If Bungie's going to be changing it, who knows? We'll just have to see as the week goes on. Alright, of course for Gambit, it's just regular Gambit stuff this week. Still no Gambit Labs. You can go run that or the freelance version for some pinnacle gear. Over in the Crucible playlist, we've got Control, Team Scorched returns once again, Survival, Rumble, and Elimination. Get it done. For the weekly featured retro pinnacle content, this week we've got Prophecy dropping pinnacle gear from its final encounter, as well as the Deep Stone Crypt raid. If you haven't run either of these in quite some time, this week is going to be a perfect opportunity for you to run it, get some good gear, and get that gear up towards max power level. Alright, moving over to Savathûn Throne World, of course, we have got Preservation as well as Vox Obscura dropping pinnacle gears. For the Wellspring, it is Wellspring Defend today, with the weapon being the Tarnation. Not bad at all. Then, of course, for the weekly story mission, we have got the Cunning. You can run this, of course, for high stat armor and your chance at Ascendant alloys. You'll also be able to get a pinnacle drop from that if you hit the 100,000 score threshold. Moving over to some of the newer content, of course, we've had a refresh in the Derelict Leviathan. This, of course, means a brand new Sever mission, which is also going to drop you some pinnacle gear. And we've had a refresh of the Duality Dungeon. Run this for pinnacle gear as well. Alright, next up for the Legend and Master Law sector, today we have got K1 Communion over on the moon. The drops this time are going to be exotic leg armor, so if you're looking for some specific boots in the game, this is going to be your opportunity to farm directly for those. Alright, now that we're done with all that, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the tower. Over at Banshee 44, the only weapon roll that's really kind of worth anything is going to be the Palmyra Bee this week, and it's definitely still not the best version of a Palmyra Bee you can get. But Impulse Amplifier, Adrenaline Junkie, it's not a bad combination, but even Banshee has sold better versions of this gun. You can probably skip out on Banshee this time around. Over here at 801, the mods she's got available today are Linear Fusion Rifle Targeting, Hand Cannon Dexterity, Explosive Wellmaker, very important if you haven't gotten this one yet, perfect time to pick this up with Solar 3.0, and Scout Rifle Holster. Good stuff all around. Now additionally, of course, this week we had a hotfix go live earlier today, and this hotfix actually made some pretty significant changes to specific Solar 3.0 Warlock and Titan aspects. In particular, both Heat Rises as well as Icarus Dash got some pretty interesting buffs. For Titans, of course, Burning Maul, Roaring Flames, and Consecration all got to see some buffs as well. Hopefully you'll notice them as you're out playing in the world today. Alright, last thing we're going to take a look at is a few things over at the Eververse Store. Since Tess actually brought some good stuff this time around. First things first being the N33 DL ship. If you're a fan of Star Fox, I think this one kind of looks like a really cool, even more futuristic R-Wing. After that, we've got the Endless Appetite for the Parasite. And if we head down to the Bright Dust section, she's got some pretty good stuff. First up is the Rising Dawn exotic emote. This was several seasons ago, I think a season pass reward. Probably one of my favorite emotes in the game. Then, of course, we've got the Metropolis Ghost Shell. After that, the War-Torn Peregrine. And next up, an awesome ornament for the Ostringer titled Broken Bird to be Healed. This was one of my favorites back in the day when the original Ostringer dropped from the Menagerie activity. Really glad to see it's back and available for people to purchase now. After that, you'll be able to pick up your class-respective gauntlet ornaments for this season. For Warlocks, that'll be the Dawnsinger Gloves. This is, of course, going to be a part of that new fiery ornament set that became available when this season went live. And with that, that's pretty much it for your weekly reset guide for the week of June 7th, 2022 in the world of Destiny 2. Thank you, Guardians, so much for watching. We've got a whole nother week of Destiny to get into. I hope you guys found some enjoyment for your time spent in the Iron Banner last week. We're working our way towards Solstice of Heroes, and we'll likely be hearing more about the summer event. If not this week, then definitely probably sometime next week. Hopefully it's going to be some good stuff. That's it for your guide. Get out there in the world and make a big difference. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.